Hi there, I'm Cyan and welcome to Something Sciencey. It's a new year and a lot of people's New Year's resolutions this year was to try veganism, especially with Veganuary being last month. And many of these people cite their reasons for quitting meat to be because of the feelings of the animals that they're eating. But of course you always get people who argue against that. And there's always those naysayers who have one of my favourite arguments, which is, but what about the plants, huh? What about their feelings? It's so silly, right? Or is it? Today we're going to be talking about the possibility that plants have feelings too. First of all, what do we mean by feelings? Well, as animals, we can feel it when we're touched. So what about plants? Can plants tell when they're being touched? In short, yes, it can. Plants are aware of their surroundings. They can wind around a tree like ivy by growing more on the side that is not being touched, causing the stem to curl in, and in order to do that they need to sense the tree, so they can feel it. More than that, scientists in Sweden found that when they gently touched the leaves of corn to simulate overcrowding, the corn secreted chemicals into the soil so that any of the seeds that grow after them grow bigger leaves to better defeat the crowds. So not only do plants feel when there are other plants around them, they can also send messages to their children in order for them to survive better. Okay, so what about pain? When an animal is cut, our bodies react with pain. A nervous signal goes up to our brains, or at least to a central nervous system, and says, ouch! Plants don't have nerves or a central nervous system, but do they have another way of signalling ouch? Well, the purpose of pain is to inform us that there is a part of our body that has been damaged and will be damaged further if we continue as we are. When plants experience a wound, they also release chemicals. That fresh cut grass smell? That's the form of green leaf volatiles, or GLVs, which are a stress signal like a silent aromatic scream. GLVs are generally antimicrobial, so prevent infection in the wounded plant. But GLVs also do a number of other things, including signalling to other plants to produce insecticides or nasty substances to dissuade further attack. Other airborne chemicals, such as jasmonic acid in Brussels sprouts, can go a step further and signal to parasitic wasps that they are being attacked by insects, and thus reduce the number of plant-eating insects. So in a way, these chemicals fulfill the same purpose as feeling pain does for animals, meaning that we could say that plants do experience pain. Although, as they don't have a brain to process this, one could say that it's actually more like when an animal has a cut and then the blood clots unconsciously. Well, these have all been physical feelings so far. But what about emotions? Happiness and sadness? Well, if you think about happiness as a function of evolution, animals feel happy to encourage them to continue doing a beneficial action. For example, a dog may feel happy that you are playing with them, and this feeling of happiness encourages them to continue to pack bond with you or other dogs through play, which is beneficial because they are later protected and provided by the pack. So could we say that plants do this? They grow towards the sun when placed at a window because of a chemical growth response to the angle of the sunlight. Does that count as maximising happiness? Probably not, because humans have a terribly wonderful habit of anthropomorphizing plants. A famous example is perhaps one that you did at school, which is, do plants grow better to music? The funny thing is that when this experiment was first done, it was found that plants grew better with music than without, regardless of music genre. But when they did it a second time, but took away the heat of a speaker with a fan, there was no difference. Of course, no one ever hears about the second part of that experiment, because it's not so cute. So, plants definitely do react to their environment. But what do you think? Do you think that counts as plants having feelings? Let me know in the comments below. Also, how many of you have tried veganism this year? I'd like to hear how it's gone. If you have any other comments or questions, you can write them below. Also, someone asked me if I have any other social media sites. I do have a Twitter account that I honestly don't look at very much, but I also have Instagram, and the links for those are in the description. But as always, come for the science and now stay for the song. This song is from the perspective of an apple, if an apple could think. Why do you say you love me when all you ever do is make me cry? Do I need to write it in black and white? Do you think that because I have to stay that I can't fight? You don't think I feel the way you do, but I can feel pain just like you. Yeah, you always said you would catch me when I fall, just like the first time that we met. But you're the one who pulled me down to where we are now. Or did you forget? Ooh. You said you would keep me warm, but then you went and cut me to the core. You said I was sweet, but you covered me in sugar and spice because you wanted more. You don't think I feel the way you do, but I can feel pain just like you. You don't think I saw the red flags waving outside your door, but I did, and I told my friends to stay away, just stay away. You don't think I feel the way you do, but I can feel the pain just like you. And why did you say you loved me when all you ever did was make me cry? And why did you cut me and eat me in a pie? Thanks for watching. Bye!